that was put in her by the NHS.
A normal friendship group, a family. She had a normal social life, everything you would expect somebody in their 20s to do.
Toll on everyone involved in this case.
Today, we delve into a chilling and deeply disturbing case that shook the world and sent shockwaves through the medical community. Join us as we explore the case of Lucy Letby, a British nurse who became the most prolific serial child killer in modern British history. In this comprehensive video, we will provide you with an in-depth look into the life of Lucy Letby, the investigations, the trial, and the profound impact it has had on the medical profession and beyond. But before we begin, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell, so you never miss an update on cases like this. Lucy Letby was born on January 4th, 1990, in Hereford, England. Her seemingly ordinary childhood in Hereford shaped her into a studious young girl with a profound ambition to become a nurse specializing in the care of newborns. Despite being the first member of her family to attend university, Lucy pursued her dreams with unwavering determination. She embarked on her nursing education at the University of Chester, where her commitment to her studies shone through. During her 3 years of training, she completed placements at Liverpool Women's Hospital and the Countess of Chester Hospital, gaining valuable experience in neonatal care. Her graduation in September 2011 marked the beginning of her career as a registered nurse. As she graduated in September 2011, her proud parents, a retired finance manager and an accounts clerk, watched her embark on what should have been a promising career. The tragic narrative begins in 2015, when a consultant and lead neonatologist at the Countess of Chester Hospital noticed a series of unexplained deaths involving infants. These heart-wrenching deaths led to the loss of several young lives. What added a sinister dimension to these incidents was the consistent presence of Lucy Letby during each tragic episode. However, at this early stage, these cases were classified as medication errors rather than serious incidents involving an unexpected death. This crucial distinction could have triggered an immediate investigation, but did not. The alarm bells continued to ring as consultants raised concerns about Lucy Letby with hospital management. Despite these warning signals, the hospital's executives refrained from involving the police, primarily out of fear of potential reputational damage. Instead, they opted for an independent review conducted by the Royal College of Pediatrics and Child Health, RCPCH. Unfortunately, this review focused on the general service rather than delving into Letby's actions or the tragic deaths themselves. However, the mounting evidence and suspicious circumstances surrounding these cases eventually prompted hospital executives to take more decisive action. Reports from Embrace UK, Mothers and Babies, Reducing Risk Through Audits and Confidential Inquiries Across the UK, pointed to a neonatal death rate that significantly exceeded the expected norm during the period from June 2015 to June 2016. By this point, the neonatal unit had witnessed 7 unexpected deaths. The hospital finally decided to involve the police. It wasn't until September 2016 that Letby filed a grievance against her employers after being relocated from the neonatal ward. She was put on clerical duties after a series of distressing incidents, including the deaths of 2 male triplets and a baby boy's repeated collapses. However, a complaint against her was later resolved in her favor, with doctors asked to formally apologize to her. The turning point came when she was scheduled to return to the neonatal department in March 2017. But this return never happened. The hospital trust contacted the police, initiating a full investigation into her actions. On July 3, 2018, Lucy Letby was arrested on suspicion of 8 counts of murder and 6 counts of attempted murder. This arrest followed a year-long investigation into the unusually high infant mortality rates at the Countess of Chester Hospital. Her home was searched, and she was subsequently released on bail. However, her legal ordeal was far from over. Letby faced another arrest on June 10, 2019, and once more on November 10, 2020. The culmination of these investigations led to her being charged on November 11, 2020, with 8 counts of murder and 10 counts of attempted murder. Throughout this tumultuous period, Lucy Letby consistently maintained her innocence, attributing the tragic deaths to issues related to hospital hygiene and staffing levels. Lucy Letby's trial commenced on October 10, 2022, and stretched over an arduous 9-month period. in the face of the harrowing charges against her. She pleaded not guilty to 7 counts of murder and 15 counts of attempted murder. As the trial unfolded, the prosecution meticulously painted a chilling picture of Letby as a constant malevolent presence in the hospital's neonatal unit. Their allegations included Letby injecting air into the bloodstream of 2 victims and employing insulin to murder others. One particularly distressing account recounted a mother walking in on Letby in the act of trying to end her baby's life, with Letby chillingly uttering the words, "Trust me, I'm a nurse." The investigation unearthed a trove of handwritten notes in Letby's home, revealing the darkness that lurked within her. In one note she wrote, "I am evil, I did this." Another note expressed her lack of self-worth, stating, "I don't deserve to live. I killed them on purpose because I'm not good enough to care for them." These notes provided a glimpse into the mind of a person who had committed unspeakable acts of violence against innocent infants. During the trial, Letby's actions were described as a complete betrayal of the trust placed in her by Pascal Jones of the Crown Prosecution Service. She had sought to deceive her colleagues and pass off the harm she caused as nothing more than a worsening of each baby's existing vulnerability. Innocuous substances like air, milk, fluids, or medication like insulin became lethal in her hands. She perverted her learning and weaponized her craft to inflict harm, grief, and death. In her defense, Letby's legal team argued that she was a dedicated nurse ensnared in a system that had failed its patients. They pointed to systemic issues and suggested that attributing such a tragedy to a single individual was unjust. The defense argued that there had been a massive failure of care in a busy hospital neonatal unit, far too great to blame on one person. The trial unfolded with emotional testimonies from parents, colleagues, and medical experts. Their accounts unveiled the profound and lasting impact of Lucy Letby's actions on their lives and the broader medical community. Lucy Letby herself took the stand, vehemently asserting her innocence and emphasizing that she had never intended harm. She described the toll that the allegations had taken on her mental health, revealing a deeply affected and isolated individual. On August 18, 2023, the jury delivered their verdict, marking a critical juncture in this harrowing case. Lucy Letby was found guilty of 7 counts of murder and 7 counts of attempted murder, establishing her as the most prolific serial child killer in modern British history. Her sentencing was swift and severe, life imprisonment with a whole life order, ensuring that she will never walk free again. Her actions were characterized as a cruel, calculated, and cynical campaign of child murder involving the smallest and most vulnerable of children. A profoundly unsettling aspect of this case was Lucy Letby's decision not to attend her sentencing hearing. This act of defiance left the families of the victims without the closure they so desperately sought. In the aftermath of Lucy Letby's conviction, investigations continued to unfold. Authorities probed whether she had harmed other infants, leading to inquiries into approximately 30 other cases at the Countess of Chester Hospital. Additionally, her tenure at Liverpool Women's Hospital during 2012 and 2015 came under scrutiny, with investigations extending to all neonatal admissions during those periods. The need for a public inquiry became increasingly apparent, as it was deemed crucial to uncover the full extent of the failings that allowed these horrific events to transpire. This tragedy also prompted calls for greater accountability in healthcare institutions. Consultants and clinicians who had raised concerns about Letby's conduct but were discouraged from pursuing them demanded justice. The British Medical Association advocated for a mechanism to hold healthcare administrators and NHS managers accountable for mismanagement, akin to the General Medical Council's power to strike off doctors who harm patients. The impact of this case reverberated beyond the courtroom. It underscored the importance of robust safeguarding mechanisms within healthcare institutions, ensuring the safety and well-being of the most vulnerable patients, newborns. The case of Lucy Letby stands as a chilling reminder of the fragility of life, the trust we place in healthcare professionals, and the imperative need for vigilance and accountability. It sends shockwaves through the medical community and society as a whole. Our hearts go out to the families who lost their precious babies in this tragic ordeal. We hope that the investigations and inquiries will provide them with the answers and closure they deserve. Thank you for joining us in this in-depth look at the case of Lucy Letby. If you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up and share it to raise awareness about the importance of patient safety in healthcare. And as always, don't forget to subscribe for more gripping stories and updates on cases like this. Until next time, stay safe and vigilant.